Hey guys, it's Francesca with Consciousful Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel and for clicking on this video. I do want to let you guys know that I will be making weekly videos for the zodiacs, for soulmates, and also for the collective. So tune in for that. I do want to let you guys know as well that this video has to do with messages from the divine to the collective. So the first question that I will be answering here is what the divine wants us to focus on and the kind of energy the divine wants us to embody as a collective. The second question that I'll be answering is what messages the divine has for us for the month of November and what will transpire for the month of November for the collective. And also the last one is some warnings from the collective, from the divine. So let's go ahead and begin. All right. So just to kind of like say it all together, I do want to amplify the fact that when it comes to the action that the divine is wanting us to take, it's very revolutionary yet grounding. So let me go ahead and kind of recite it. Basically, with the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Magician, what I'm seeing here is that the divine wants us to question authority. The divine wants us to look at the systems, look at authority, look at society, and really question and use our abilities to question this party, to question this deity. Because I feel like there's a need for safety. There's a need for feeling safe in the society. There's a need for feeling safe where you are in your home, in your life in general. But there's a huge need to take control and take power over the events that are partaking and taking place right now. I am sensing a need for us to hone our skills and our abilities to really be able to challenge the status quo and the deities that we are being faced with. I am sensing that the divine is really want us to infuse our practical skills with our intuition and really like utilize these skills to face authority without fear. The divine is also wanting us to enable our knowledge and kind of like manipulate the material world by aligning it with like the spiritual plane to create circumstances that we want. And the circumstances that we are needing is to feel safety, is to feel secure, is to feel grounded. And that's what we're really needing to focus on right now. We're needing to use our intellect and our intuition and our kind of like our practical skills to be able to really question this authority. It's not about reactive based responses. It's all about responsive reactions, right? So just calm reactions coming from an objective mindset in order to gain a practical outcome, right? Because I feel like when it comes to like chopping the head off of a horse, right, you first need to kind of tackle the body. And that's what the collective is really needing to focus on, is like in order to tackle the body of an authority figure that is trying to steal our safety from us, is like we're really needing to master ourselves first. So that's kind of like the amplification here. I'm also sensing this can be quite challenging right now, only because Mars is being inflicted right now, especially with Mercury. So when it comes to like what we're capable of achieving and doing, it's really being challenged right now. So I'm seeing like a strong like face battle when it comes to like society itself, like the citizens of humanity, the citizens of Earth, versus the deities, the people in control and power, and the government. So rest assured, your finances, your passions, your health is like one of the most important things right now. Rest assured that the collective is also being guided to really not be scared to enter a position of power and really step into this role of authority, but this role of also accomplishment when it comes to the Magician, to really prepare yourself to overcome or to challenge an authority figure when that time comes. So yeah. All right, when it comes to the events that will transpire in the month of November. So I'm going to go through this a little briefly because I don't want to ruminate so much. Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay. So we have a few cards here. We have the Sun with the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, Three of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse, and the Justice. So these cards, half of them look quite good, half of them look quite bad, right? I do want to highlight the fact that the month of November is going to be both healing but also destructive, not only because of the events that are going to transpire, but also because of the planetary transits that are going to be really like helping us purge out what we need to transform within us, in order to really attain mastery, in order to attain healing, in order to attain happiness and fulfillment. So let me go ahead and just begin with the first three cards that I see. I'm seeing a sense of achievement when it comes to emotional stability. I'm also seeing a lot of people are going to be overcoming a lot of health issues, but also overcoming the dark night of the soul, because prior to the sun, there is that moon, there is that darkness, there is that inability to see truth because there's too much deception or illusion being faced with. You know, I'm seeing that with the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords in reverse. There's been a lot of disappointments, or the collective mindset has been very negative when it comes to people in their lives, partnerships, their health, their overall happiness and wellness. And I'm seeing that that has been very challenged only because there's been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. So what the divine is really wanting us to do is that in order to get to this place of healing and happiness and fulfillment, we're needing to go through a transformation. But the transformation isn't going to be so much physical. It's going to be more spiritual and mental. And I'm seeing that there will be a lot of miscommunication in the month of November. Inability to speak matters of the heart when it comes to speaking about partnerships. It's going to be very, very hard. I'm also seeing a lot of individuals possibly, you know, breaking up or needing to be separated in order to get back to a place of healing and transformation. I'm also sensing that there is a blockage and a difficulty when it comes to matching thoughts with action, like I was saying earlier. There's also a need to rectify connections after realizing that communication or miscommunication was the result of an imbalance. You know, I'm seeing that a lot of people are going to realize that their inability to distinguish, you know, truth from delusion, or really communicate in a proper manner, was really the reason why there was so much imbalances. I'm also seeing that as a collective, what we're going to be going through on a global scale is that we're going to be seeing the truth come to light, even though it may be a little dark. And then because the truth is going to be illuminated, there's going to be a sense of unity when it comes to yourself, but also when it comes to others around you. There's going to be a sense of emotional stability because of these challenges that we're going to be going through. There's also going to be a sense of feeling like you can't trust your own thoughts or others, but then really like seeing that you can. So for example, there may be a leader in your country that has been, for example, shown that he or she can't be trusted, but then what the collective is going to end up realizing is that this person can be trusted, or this person is on our side, this person is trying to do the right thing, this person is trying to bring truth and balance into the country, into our society. So I am seeing a lot of people being really decepted and really disappointed with how they've been thinking in the past about certain individuals, certain authority figures, but also just like their general thinking. I'm seeing like a lot of people will be bringing themselves to a state of equilibrium where their mind is no longer impeding with their emotions. So like I said, there's going to be a strong sense of emotional stability at the end of November. I'm not seeing the beginning. I am seeing the beginning and the rest of November kind of play out like this, like still miscommunication, still disappointments, but really like getting to the point where balance is being made, and karma is really a huge proponent of everything that's playing out. But yeah, there's still a lot that I can share with this, but that's about it for now. All right, and then the last message, which was kind of spontaneous and something that's very new that I've never really seen any other reader do, is kind of like warnings from the divine. What the divine is kind of like really wanting us to know that we're kind of like unaware about is that we could really use our knowledge and our questioning abilities, right? Our intelligence to really question authority during this time, because the huge warning right now is the devil, is the dark forces that are among us. I don't want to go so deep into that, but it's definitely fear. It's definitely the occult. It's definitely low vibrational energies that are trying to really lower the state of consciousness of humanity and kind of like twist the timeline of humanity to enter a timeline that serves only them, right? Because the devil represents greed. It represents control and manipulation. And what the divine is really trying to say is that there is deities or a group of individuals, and I'm sensing it has a lot to do with this authority figure, right? So like government, evil forces in government, right? Trying to really control the thoughts of individuals, trying to control the information, trying to manipulate the information, trying to manipulate sources, right? And we see it happening with censorship. I mean, it's a huge thing. But I'm feeling like the reason why this is so challenging for us to recognize, and the reason why the divine has to say, hey, this is what we're warning you about, is because with the conjunction of Saturn in Capricorn, this is a little bit of astrology. So if you don't know much about astrology, I definitely suggest to do a little bit of research so you can understand what's happening on a global scale. But Saturn in Capricorn makes us feel very safe with what we have. It makes us not question because we are kind of already feel safe with the plainly, things that we have. So whether it's our home, government, or like we don't question it because we already feel safe in it. So the reason why the divine is saying to question authority, to question these deities and these individuals, is because we are being manipulated, and the information that is being played out and is being seen isn't true. So really distinguish, like I said, delusion from truth and delusion from deception, and kind of like possess a strong emotional composure while you're doing this, even though there will be a lot of trials and error. Do not give up on seeking that truth, and do not give up on speaking up about that truth, because the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, they're very outspoken, but they're also not afraid to speak their mind, but they do it very diligently because they want to make sure that they're gonna win. They want to make sure that what they know is true. They want to make sure that it's fact-based, but also with the Queen of Swords, she has a sense of following her emotional intuition. Even though she's very logic-based, there's still a need for us to follow our intuition during this time. I'm also seeing that even though the information that we will be faced with as a society is going to be very dark, the divine is saying, even though what we will discover is going to probably scare us, it's important for us to face that information without fear, and really be able to attain justice and really face the fear and do it anyways. But that's what I'm really seeing, to speak up even if you get ridiculed. The divine is also saying to not overindulge during this time when it comes to certain information as well. So if you are researching, if you are discovering the truth about what is transpiring in the world, and also on a soul level, don't overindulge. Maintain yourself at balance, of course, but also don't allow fear to stop you from continuing that research or from speaking up that truth. I'm also seeing a lot of individuals needing to step up with their legalities and really face any opposition without fear. So there is a sense of needing to just get that information out, because some way it is going to be manipulated or stopped. So this is just a warning. And yeah, just to take rapid action. That's what I'm seeing. And then I did do like a little quick spontaneous card picking prior before starting the video, and the divine just said within a few weeks. So it's kind of very relevant to the reading right now. So within a few weeks, all this is gonna unfold. All of this is going to transpire, and you're really going to be feeling the different energies of the month and what they kind of have to teach us. But remember, when it comes to the events that will transpire, even though we kind of are in this situation, balance and equilibrium is being played out, and healing, happiness, fulfillment, prosperity is going to be at the end of your doorstep, entering the month of December. And yeah, so that's about it. Please stay tuned for my next videos, and I hope you like this video. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, and see you guys soon. Bye.